Killzone Liberation is the best Killzone game. Ice cold take, I know, but just look at it. Instead of a mid first-person shooter, you have this great little portable game. The biggest noticeable change is of course the genre. It's an isometric third-person shooter, which is a smart change given the lack of a second analog stick on the PSP. But while that fixes some problems, it also introduces some new ones.
Hope you killed some for me.
Plenty. Let's get out of here.
Please.
It can't be a twin-stick shooter, so aiming is a bit difficult. You basically aim where you're running, which means you can't dodge enemies if you're aiming at them. Thankfully, you can strafe, which is a no-brain solution to this problem, but there's an even smarter solution they added, and that's the ability to take cover. There's chest-high cover everywhere that you can crouch behind and bam, instantly safe. From there, you can fire at enemies without exposing yourself, which you shouldn't ever do, especially in a public park. It's also a bit more slowed down relative to a twin-stick shooter, which not only helps with the controls, but also the graphics, and it fits the theme well. I kind of feel like a crazy person, but just everything snaps into place so nicely, it's such a smart choice. The game can also look really nice because you're taking your time running through it, but I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Okay, so you play as protagonist man, taking on the bad guys, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, there's no story, but that's not why you play Killzone anyway. You play it because you want the most generic shooter imaginable. I mean, they're hell-gassed. Hell aghast. It's so stupid. I kinda admire it. It's basically Gundam without anything interesting in it. Sci-fi without any cool future tech. Anyway, you use an assault rifle for the most part that shoots bullets, you use grenades that you throw like every other grenade, and you run across brown battlefields and trenches, taking out bad guys who were born bad and need to die. Don't think about it. I'll make fun of the premise and themes, or lack thereof, of the Killzone series, but I will say the games aren't bad. They're actually a bit above average in gameplay, controls, graphics, and sound, but man, what a waste. Also, unlike most games, I don't have the memory of a goldfish, so I still remember Sony spitting in my face all those years ago for every Killzone trailer, outright lying to me. Anyway, I will give props where they're due. While Killzone Liberation doesn't do anything revolutionary, like the console games, it too is above average. A huge plus is that you can also play the entire campaign co-op with a friend. That's awesome and always great to see. But I should probably actually talk about the game. So you go through these levels tackling a bunch of different objectives. They're extremely generic army man stuff like destroy the AA guns, rescue some people, stuff like that. Serviceable but not interesting. Could be worse, could be better. Thankfully the combat makes up for it and is a lot of fun. Like I said before, you can crouch and take cover, but you can also roll to avoid some explosions. And if the enemy gets too close, you can also melee smack them, but they can do the same to you, so be careful. It does a lot of damage, stuns, and you or them can be shot while stunned. It's pretty brutal, but super satisfying. I also love seeing the bullets flying. They're fast, but slow enough to dodge. It reminds me of the Covenant weapons in Halo, and it's just so satisfying to dodge some bullets. You see them zip by you. You have limited supplies on every mission, and like most my dates, you can often find yourself dry. Thankfully, you can find equipment crates scattered about and scrounge some ammo off bodies. Sometimes you'll even find other weapons, but be careful, because you can only carry one weapon at a time. I wish you could hold two, since I really found myself only using the basic assault rifle most of the time. You can also choose your loadout before every level, but you need to unlock everything, which is cool and also kind of annoying. It's cool because I love unlocking stuff, but it's kind of annoying because you gotta complete additional challenges to get points, then you use those points to unlock the new stuff. Overall, this is a big plus in my opinion though. After you complete specific levels, you'll unlock challenges. Beat those challenges and you'll be awarded points you can spend on unlockables to go into missions with. The better you do in these challenges, the more points you'll get. The challenges themselves are things like shoot the bad guy cutouts while avoiding the innocents, beat a specific time in an obstacle course, generic stuff like that. But yeah, not too bad. Not too good either, it's just, it kind of is what it is. You don't gotta reinvent the wheel for me to have a fun time, so I think it's a plus. These also help break up the campaign, giving you a nice little breather. I'll always give props for more content too, especially when it does a great job integrating itself with the campaign. One of my favorite things is when the side missions or side content affects the main campaign. I just find that really cool, like the developers clearly thought about the game and how the systems should work together and also how to balance all that stuff.
We got ourselves a situation, Rico.
Point me at it, Captain.
I'll crap on Killzone, but I'll also give it props for being extremely well thought out, with tons of effort and hard work. It's just a shame that all that effort went towards the most boring shit imaginable. You just remade World War II. Why? It's a sci-fi universe, you can do anything, and you just remake World War II. Look at Titanfall 2, Star Wars, Mass Effect, Half-Life, Dead Space. There's so many amazing, unique sci-fi worlds, so why just do World War II again? Sorry, I'm a bit unhinged today, but there's still some huge gameplay stuff I need to showcase, such as how every level is so different from the previous one. The objectives are pretty bland, but the obstacles they put in your way are anything but. One level, you're fighting trench to trench. The next, you're avoiding mines, snipers, and dogs. And the next, you're in a tank. The one after that, you're fighting a tank. Unlike the ways in which my dad beat me, there's so much variety here. I also really like all the cutscenes. Most use the in-game engine, but it's got a really cute art style to it. It reminds me of playing with action figures as a kid. They look like miniatures, the scale is just perfectly done. As you go through the levels, you'll often meet up with allies who can help you fight. You can also give them orders like following you, where to go, where to defend, and their AI is pretty good. The AI for everyone in this game actually is pretty good too. Enemies will reposition, throw grenades, and take cover. I wish they were just a bit more aggressive though, but that's a really small nitpick. Now I don't know if it's reusing assets from the PS2 games, I think it is, but regardless, the sound effects are fantastic, so it's okay. I love the Helgen voices especially. There are some moments you'll hear them barking out commands.
He's headed this way! Slaughter him! Ah!
You can also often hear planes flying overhead. It gives you a sense of a bigger battlefield than what's actually being shown. One big negative though is no music. Why? I played this on an emulator and maybe that's why, or maybe I turned it off in the options and just don't remember doing so, but I don't recall there ever being music during a mission. Anyway, Killzone Liberation, I dig it. It's an easy 4 out of 5 stars. It's one of the coolest games on the PSP I've played, and I super look forward to exploring more of the library. Thanks for watching, bye.